Hi, so this poem is part Cento but part me, and it's exploring an imaginary meeting with the three poets with chronic illness that I'm using as part of my PhD thesis. It's called National Marine Aquarium, so we're all meeting at this imaginary aquarium. I meet Jen, Dan and Polly at the National Marine Aquarium, a single tempered window into our lives between waiting rooms. The carpet tiles are interspersed with bright squid and Larry the lobster alongside sentences displaying this blue planet's secrets. Did you bring your medical records, I ask, waving a draft copy of my chapbook. We take turns to feed the pages to the sharks. They look hungry and there are so many gaps in our history, a few more won't hurt. A sign on the wall says nil by mouth. One of us must be listed for surgery. I look across at our reflections in the tank. I'm sitting between the columns of an ornamental temple, and Dan sits amongst the coral reef. As the aptly named zebra shark Zeus approaches, I read the newspaper print on his teeth. 30% chance of survival. I'm not sure if that relates to one of us or his species. They're portrayed as monsters in the media. I asked Jen if she was concerned when writing her poem as Bad Doctor, that by documenting the bad, she was inherently creating the good doctor. Polly leans forward and says she thinks the good doctor already exists, but he doesn't just visit because we want him to. Daniel peels off his socks to reveal layers of exfoliated skin. He tells us regular applications of thick emollient help. Jen wonders if there's a way to reproduce using a quick procedure. As I open my mouth to speak, a 15-centimetre pup slithers out. The staff find this exciting and launch a new study. Turns out it's more common than you think, with mammals being the only jawed vertebrate incapable of parthenogenesis. We discuss how to write a synopsis for our medical teams. We know we absolutely cannot use lazy fiction. And some of the lines there are taken from some of their poems as well, because Jen has a poem that is set in an aquarium. And there is actually a shark named Zeus, or at least was when I researched it at the Plymouth Aquarium. Thanks for listening, and please like and subscribe.